Hi, this is a Yesterday's Moose production. Just making a quick video here to illustrate my latest level in Super Mario Maker. It's called Indiana Mario's Last Crusade. It is influenced by the movie Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So if you haven't seen that movie, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. This is officially a spoiler alert. Now that that's out of the way, I'm going to go through this level, and it somewhat follows the plot and storyline of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and I'll explain it as I go along here. You can kind of see the layout. It gives a bit of it away, but it's also a clue. I'm going to go ahead and get this level started now. Alright, so we start off in the rocky hills of Utah, and if we're very skillful we could jump up there, but we're not going to do that right now. We have to get on this train here. This is the circus train, and there's some items there and whatnot to get. I will not get them. The people on this train are not too happy that I'm here. So this is supposed to represent the circus train in the Last Crusade, and those chain chomps up there are representing the giraffes. I'll just go down here now. All this here is pretty much for just a presentation of a train, and if you notice on the bottom there are question blocks that are floating by. It's supposed to give the illusion that you're traveling on the rails. There are some items here to collect and whatnot. There's the conductor, or rather the stoker, whatever you want to call him. He has to constantly feed the fire there with, I guess, bombs. And here's my house, and if you're not too sure of that, it actually says your house in coins. You can't see where it says your house, but it's definitely up there. Yeah, you could actually jump on top of the train from here. I'm just going to go home, go to my house, and there's something here. I'm not going to reveal it, but for whatever reason, Henry Jones Sr. is not here, but I'm going to sit in his chair and fast forward a couple of years. Alright, now I've grown up a bit, and I am flying to Venice. And got some passengers here with me on this crate, 1930s plane. It's kind of hard to draw it in question blocks, but it's kind of supposed to be on a weird angle, and it has propellers there. And I have to get off this plane now, one way or another. And here we are. I am now at the entrance to the Temple of the Grail, and I now have a weapon because I want to be prepared for whatever happens, and I'll just enter the temple. Alright, we can tell that this is the Grail Temple because there's actually a grail here to greet us and some arrows. Down there we cross the seal of the Grail. Collect a one-up. Alright, things are going to get a lot more serious now. We have to remember what was in the movie and remember our hints. First trial. Alright, the penitent man. He must kneel and be humble, and for some reason jump over another saw blade, because that happens in the movie for whatever reason. So I have passed that and got hurt anyway. But that's okay, because when I go through here, well, I get my power back. And now I'm at a new puzzle. What's this? There's some lettering on the floor, got some P blocks and some coins. So what do I need to know here? I need to know that the name of the character, and of course it's Mario. But if we remember, in the Latin alphabet, Mario begins with an I. That's right. So don't step on the P switches, because that will of course change all these blocks into coins and you will fall. Got some fire here. Obviously the arrow is leading us. Got some coins. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, looks like we got ourselves a gold grail. Well, we know that the cup would not be made of gold. That's definitely not something that we should go for. And there's stuff up here. Maybe I'll try going up here. Uh-oh. We got ourselves a big pit and some spikes. But look, that's the cup of a carpenter. Plus we have some arrows pointing in that direction. So what do we need to do here? I don't know. Maybe I'll try throwing something. Ah, that's interesting. Seems that my fireballs are bouncing in a weird way here. Maybe that indicates something. I will try to walk forward. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Oh, whoa! Looks like I can get past. Not sure how, but I knew I could make it, and we have the old knight guarding it here, guarding the exit. We get rid of him pretty easily, get an extra life because we now are immortal, and we will end the stage. We've got the Grail, we've defeated the knight, and we've won the day. Here we are in the editor, get a chance to take a look at this level. There's some stuff up here if someone was so inclined to jump up there, and it is possible to get those. We got a basic train here. Pretty simple design. I didn't put wheels turning because, I don't know, maybe I just forgot or whatever, but I like the idea of having the question blocks giving the impression of motion on the train. There's some wigglers and some spikies and whatnot representing the animals on the circus train. There's the front of the train. Here's where it says your house in coins. Got some cloud blocks there or whatever. It's impossible to jump over that wall. There's the house, and this of course separates from the later section, but I'll come back to that. Jump to the second page here, and automatically you collect a mushroom as you come through there. Here's a look at the plane. Pretty simple design, but since there's a limit to how many question blocks and whatnot that can have wings on them, that influenced the design of this plane, because any more things with wings, and I think that I think it'll tell me that I can't put wings on them. Yeah, it does not want me to do that. So basically this recreates every Indiana Jones movie where there's a straight line going across a map. I couldn't really make a map. I suppose I could have, but I kind of wanted the clouds in the background there. So I just put this line here directing you to wherever you need to go, and I simply just put a pipe up there because I just wanted a simple flying section. That was the only requirement, was at the beginning to have a train, have some sort of flying section in the middle, and then end off with the final Grail trials. Alright, so here's the entrance of the Grail Temple. Pretty simple, and you just collect the fire flower right away. There's a look at the Grail, which is just recreated with blocks and stationary platforms. Pretty simple. Got some donut blocks down there for no particular reason whatsoever. Some spiky things, spike traps I should say, just to, like, if you happen to step on those P switches, then you'll fall down there. The donut blocks can kind of save you. But I wanted it to be really easy anyway to get past this. I didn't want it to be ridiculously hard or anything, so I made it real simple for you to know which things you can step on and which you can't. And also the joke there of the I Mario, and that in the Latin alphabet, Mario begins with an I. Okay, that was horrible, but take it or leave it, that's my impression for today. Got, of course, the invisible block trick here. This has been explained on the internet before, and basically just a trick to create invisible blocks that you can also stand on. And this recreates the final trial in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where he had to walk over a floor that couldn't be seen by from a certain angle because it was an optical illusion. And I added in those spike traps just to make it look more dangerous, like you're really not supposed to go up there, yet at the same time there's these arrows that are inviting you over there. And of course we have the fake Grail down here, the golden one, which leads to your certain death, and there's no way to get the gold from there. And if you could, well, amazing you, because you can somehow fly under these blocks. This is the first part of the trial, of course, and I didn't want the player to be able to see this saw blade as it falls down, because if you just walk in there, it'll fall down like that, which gives you enough time. But let's say, for example, if you waited around for a little while, well then, you know, it kind of gives it away anyway. So you can go this far and you're like, okay, I can deal with that blade, and then still the other one pops up there and you have to jump over it, just like in the movie. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why it happened in the movie. So as you can see, it's glitching out a little bit with these blocks, but it'll fix itself anyway. Alright, that was fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and this has been a Yesterday's Moose production. And one more thing before you go, before you stop this video, I'm just going to do this stage again in a different Super Mario Brothers style, because, well, that's my thing for my levels. Emphasis on my levels. Here we go.